Welcome to the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Khary's crib.
What's good and ten pretty people? Friday evening. My name is Khary. This is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream. It's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and every now and then like a showcase. We have another good show for you tonight. The Oscars was last week, and Angela Basset did not win the Best Supporting Actress award. It went to Jamie Lee Curtis. Some people feel she's been snubbed. Other people think not so much. We'll talk about it. We'll get into it. Troy Ave took the stand this week and testified in the Taxstone Troy Ave shooting case that stems from 2016, actually. Things went down at Irving Plaza, shots rang out, and now we're going to see what happens in court. Troy Ave testifies. Some people say he's a snitch. Some people say he did what he had to do. What you think? We'll get into it. 2 banks have collapsed in a week, which has some people questioning some things on the financial system. We'll get into it. We'll talk about this, that, and a whole bunch more. I'm joined by the homie Bees Buddha. How is everybody doing today? How is everybody in the chat? All my podcast listeners listening. Everybody watching live, hit that chat, hit that like button. How's everybody doing? What's popping with your bees? What's popping with you, man?
Ain't much bees in the building. Bees in Tampa, y'all.
We got Bees Buddha in the building, and Bees.
It's at Khary's crib.
Is at Khary's crib today. He is at the crib. Bees flew in this week. Actually went and scooped him and his brother up from the airport this Wednesday, actually. And we've been chilling, yo. We've been chilling. You know, we went out last night, checked out some Smoking Words.
Word.
They was like, yo, I kind of like this vibe, yo. This shit is all right. They was enjoying themselves.
Tampa, we might be coming out here.
Now they're actually considering, yo, this might be a nice spot to live. Nice place to live. Their parents don't live too far from here. Parents actually live about a mile from the home of a friend that I would go to during a lot of the holidays. He would have a lot of holiday parties and things like that. And come to find out, it's right down the block from the people's, you know what I'm saying? From my people's crib, you know what I mean? So that's kind of dope. They seem to be enjoying Florida thus far, you know, and we're going to go out again tonight right after this stream too, actually. So we should be having a good time tonight. And with that being said, we're going to try and get this thing going. You know what I'm saying? Get this thing going. Get these topics, run through these topics kind of quickly. Not too quickly. We're gonna dive in, but
conservatively.
We trying to go out tonight and chill.
Yes,
we ain't got time for a 2-3 hour pod tonight. You know? Cause it ain't too frequent that we are actually in the same spot chilling and hanging out together. So we're gonna make sure we definitely go out and have some fun tonight.
But you know what's so crazy? I feel like now that I've traveled to Tampa and all that, I feel like out the year, y'all do get one New York show where we're both together, one Tampa show where we're both together. So, you know, that's
a
what's
fact.
up. It's
That's
a
a
whole
fact.
vibe.
And I'm smoking on this gas too. I'm over here choking and shit. Oh man. But you know, with that being said, smoking on some gas. Happy St. Patty's Day. You know, I got the green on.
You see?
I'm
You
not
see us?
Irish. I'm not Irish, but I got the green on, you know what I'm saying? Gonna take a shot to start the evening in festivity. This is actually shot number 2.
Also, the reason why Bees is in Tampa, we're gonna give a shout out to that. 50 years of black love. You know what I mean? My parents are
50 years.
celebrating on St. Patty's Day.
That's a milestone, yo.
50 years of
50
black
years.
love.
50 years, and they're only 55 years old.
Nah, but yeah, that's definitely why, I'm down here. But, also always gotta see my brother.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But,
Dope time. I'm glad y'all out here. Though.
glad to be here, brother.
But
And
shit.
thank you for the hospitality.
Oh, no doubt, bro. No doubt. My crib is your crib. You go in my fridge whenever the fuck you feel like it.
Same
shit,
in
man.
my crib. You know how that go. It's been like that since we was kids. Though.
Hell yeah. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's go ahead and start this show off. Last week were the Oscars. A lot of people leading up to the Oscars was speculating that Angela Bassett was going to take home the Best Supporting Actor award. A lot of people thought it. A lot of people did. Me personally, I didn't really know what was nominated or all the things nominated. I did see Wakanda Forever. I thought she killed it. I didn't see Everything, Everywhere, All at Once until a couple of nights ago.
Actually, Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday night. And I thought it was a pretty good fucking movie, yo. I thought it was a pretty good movie. And after seeing the movie, I'm not sure if Angela Bassett got snubbed or not, yo.
Yo,
You know?
for me on that topic right here is after seeing the movie with Jamie Lee Curtis and seeing Angela Bassett roles, then I started like comparing certain things, and I feel like when you really look at it, and I not to be a hater, but I feel like Angela was caught up in a typecast for this situation. Like she's kind of played that role before, maybe not to that statue, but she's played that role before. Like the role is similar to some other roles she's played.
Okay.
Now, after seeing the movie with Jamie Lee Curtis, and listen, I tell you like this, Jamie Lee Curtis is like the first pair of fucking ninnies I've seen in my life. You get what I'm saying? So, I love Jamie Lee too. Love Angela, but at the same time, Jamie Lee with this last, she got the award because she played a character that she never played before. Anytime you jump out your comfortability as an actor and, Hollywood sees like you've never played that role before and then you nail that role, you're guaranteed to get the role, to get the Oscar. Denzel had to be crooked before he took it. Everything with Denzel was an honest role. And then when he hit Training Day, and you was like, damn, I ain't never seen Denzel like that. Boom, he got the award. Holly, I'm not gonna go into that. You know what I'm saying? Because they said, he popped her for her to get that Oscar. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I feel like I understand why Jamie Lee got that shit. Like, I don't feel like like Angela really got snubbed now after seeing the movie. It's one thing when you comparing something and you never seen it, and I know half the people on the net did not see the movie with Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm gonna say half
the ones
of
that are screaming she got snubbed.
half of Black America. That's what we're gonna say, because that's who's really screaming it. We already know white people ain't like, oh, Angela got snubbed. It's not happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Jamie Lee earned that because she came out her element as a character. She went beyond what you would normally see Jamie Lee running, falling down, or Jamie Lee's a little whore or something. Like, I hate to say it like that, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. I agree with you, actually, because prior to seeing the movie, I was like, yo, how did they not vote for Angela Bassett, yo? You know, she should have got this shit for What's Love Gots to Do with It. That's how I was feeling, you know? And if I was on the voting body of the Oscars, as a black man, I would have voted for Angela Bassett. But on the inside, I would have known I voted on that biased because I just wanted to vote for Angela Bassett. If I was going to vote for it on just the merit of the two films, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to give it to Jamie Lee Curtis. Because she killed that role. She killed that role in Everywhere, Everything, All at Once. She killed that role. And when I saw it, when I first saw Jamie Lee in that film, I was like, oh, this is a different role for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. And at first we was like,
all
yo.
types of shit.
At first we was like, yo, how Jamie Lee even get the award? And then, yo, as you going through the movie, you're like, yo,
yeah,
Jamie. Like,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
At first I was like, this is all her role consists of? Being this woman that works for the IRS, this is all this role consists of? Oh, she shouldn't have got the Oscar. But then after watching the whole movie, I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
You know, because Jamie Lee's role in that movie kind of played 2-3 different characters.
Yeah.
And she played them all pretty damn good.
And I say dope for the analytics of this is the fact that we watched the movie together.
Yeah, just so happened Wednesday after I picked him up from the airport and shit, we at the crib chilling. Just, you know what, let me turn this shit on.
See what this shit is about.
And within about 20 minutes, he was like, yo, this shit is kind of ill.
Word. Yo, big up to fucking James Hong, yo. The father.
That's who did the film?
Nah.
That's who played the father.
The father. But I'm just saying, yo, when I found out how old that motherfucker is, man, yo, that nigga's 94, bro.
Yeah.
Still acting.
Yeah.
That means his mind consciously is still working like regular.
Right.
I'm trying to see that shit in life, yo.
Right. That's a milestone right there.
Listen, if I could live to be like 94, I want to be comprehensive, just like him. Like, because you can't be 94, be an actor, and not be like conscious or comprehensive of what the fuck is going on around you. You can't just
you gotta
be a character.
active. You gotta be active.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big up to him and God rest Betty White. Shit.
One of the things about that film, though, Everything Everywhere, was the dude that played the husband. He was just talking, and I was like, wait. Wait a second.
Yes.
For all those that are of a certain age.
It's my 85, not 86 motherfuckers.
And remembers the movie The Goonies. The kid in that movie, Data. He actually played in this movie, and I heard it in his voice. I was like, wait a second. I was like, is that fucking Data from The Goonies? His voice sounds almost the same. It's got maybe like 2 octaves deeper or some shit like that, but same shit. Same little nigga, you know? Which was interesting for me because I was saying, what happened to this little nigga?
Yo, he's a child actor. I was like, oh my God. Yo, what happened to Data? Like, I thought Data was going to get something else.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, fuck it, he popped up just like Brad.
He did that, and he did Indiana Jones in the Temple.
Yes. But just like Brad from the Goonies. Yo, fam, you know how many times I watched No Country for Old Men till I realized that was fucking Brad, yo?
Yeah. There's quite a few people in that movie that has become good adult actors and shit like that. And you don't even recognize it, you know?
Oh, fam, it fucked me up. What you call it? And then Brad plays fucking Thanos.
Yeah.
Like,
he's from the Goonies.
Like, shit.
Thanos was a Goonie.
Yes.
You know? But you know what? No, I don't think Angela Bassett got snubbed. I think Jamie Lee Curtis did a hell of a job in the role she played. And I think I'll leave it at that.
I agree.
You know? So let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on. Earlier this week, Troy Ave took the stand and testified in the case against Taxstone, stemming from the 2016 incident at Irving Plaza.
Is that the club shooting?
Yeah, that's the club shooting that happened back in 2016. Where
damn, that long? These niggas is just going to trial?
Yeah.
Shit. They got good fucking lawyers, yo.
It's been dragging on for a while.
Yo, fam, listen. When it takes you that long to go to fucking trial, you got a good fucking lawyer, bro.
That's a fact, you know? But Troy Ave took the stand, kind of gave his account of what happened that evening. You know, he had a fresh-ass suit on. Some of the excerpts of what he said, or while he took the stand, he said, "If it's fight or flight, I'm always going to fight because at that point you could die." He said, "I'd rather die fighting. People die from leg shots. I'd rather die fighting than lay on the ground. When the shot goes off, I see the light from the spark and I hear the shot. This is all happening fast. I get up and start fighting Taxstone, trying to take him, grab the gun, and then another shot goes off. I put my leg up to kind of block the shot from hitting me in the chest or face." This is some of the things that he said while on the stand. For those not familiar with the case,
I'm about to put my leg up, yo. I'm sorry. I just gotta take it.
Back in 2016, there was a concert, some type of show at Irving Plaza. Troy Ave was scheduled to perform. At this time, Taxstone was a popular podcaster. But the two of them actually got into a beef prior to this evening. And the beef stemmed from something Taxstone said on his podcast. He started kind of talking shit to Troy Ave, kind of bullying him, saying, yo, he's not really real. He's not this. He's not that.
He's not from Troy Ave.
You know, he started going on and on with pretty much antagonizing him. You know, Troy Ave responded back a few times. Shit got even more hectic with the back and forth between them. Taxstone said, yo, Troy Ave ain't really that tough, this and that. If I see him, shit's on type of shit. And then this evening at Irving Plaza happens. Troy Ave is there to perform. Taxstone shows up. They encounter each other. And for what they say, Taxstone pulls out the gun, starts shooting. Him and Troy Ave get into a tussle. Troy Ave takes the gun somehow. He starts shooting. And because he started shooting after taking the gun, he was charged with a couple of counts of gun possession
and probably assault
and
or menacing,
something like that, like menacing or some type of charge, some aggravated assault or something like that, because he shot into a crowd of people.
Okay,
you know.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, Troy Ave went to court, took the stand, not in his own case, but in a case against Taxstone. Now, this is a different situation. Is he a rat? Is he snitching? Is he violating the code of the streets? tough one, huh?
Yo, it's very tough. Like, yo, he is snitching. He is snitching, so you shouldn't be taking the stand. Shouldn't be taking the stand, bro. Like, you should have told your lawyer, like, I'm not taking the stand. You make them subpoena you to that. Yeah.
All right.
Come in here, bro. Come in here.
What's good? I don't think Troy Ave is snitching.
Should move over a little more.
Taxstone basically brought the gun to the scene. So he put Troy Ave in a predicament where he has to defend himself at all costs. Whether that's physically,
Pull the mic a little closer. Pull the mic a little closer.
Whether that's physically or, you know, in court, because he didn't bring that gun to the scene. So to actually get charges in a case where I feel like everything is self-defense, it's all usable. So it's sticky because it's a street code, but at the same time, if you defending yourself, you defending yourself.
Right. Oh, all right. He was charged with reckless endangerment, actually.
Okay. But he didn't bring that gun to the scene. So now I got a charge because I had to beat some lame and take his ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't bring that gun to the scene. And everybody already knows that. So I'm not telling anything that people don't know. Everybody knows how it went down. So it's not snitching.
But now, if it was some... Now, if it was some regular in the street beef, and I take a nigga gun in the streets, if I go to court, that's snitching. If me and some dude got beef,
No. But are you getting charged with something?
possibly.
Yes.
Are you caught at the scene at the same time as the dude?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened here, pretty much.
So basically, what happened here is he brought that gun to the scene with intent to harm. So now that I took it away, and I'm not in my right mind in that second because all I'm thinking is self-defense. This man's trying to kill me. And I take his gun and I shoot at him. I don't think that's wrong. I didn't have one and you brought one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a nice way to look at it.
Now, on Troy Ave's defense, at some point he was talking about the streets as a myth. And
Streets is a myth.
And he kind of disowned the ways of street life. You know?
It's rules with no guidance. That's
Right.
why motherfuckers is disregarding the street life.
See,
'Cause
you know what
So
people
now-
fail to realize is that the streets is never a part-time thing. You either all the way in or you're not in at all. Because playing in and out is what gets people hurt. I mean,
Okay.
being in it.
Now
gets
let me ask this question. He at that point he was kind of, for me, when he was dropping these albums back in 2016, I feel like he was portraying the street life.
He definitely was, but people mature.
Right.
And mindsets
And
change.
this happened back in 2016.
Right. And I'm sure he was in a different mindset at that time. But people's mindset change as humans. We live, we learn, we grow.
Right, but we got to judge them based on what happened in 2016 and how they was in 2016.
And the mentality was save my life. So I took the gun.
Okay, now that gives him a right to jump on the stand. Street code wise, should he have jumped on the stand?
Yeah, but they already knew all of that stuff. He wasn't telling anything. His testifying, was basically legitimizing what they already knew. He wasn't telling anything that wasn't already told.
Okay, let's jump to this. Let's jump to this real quick. Let's take it off of them, and let's look at it from the perspective of some mob niggas. Niggas down with the mob.
Okay, that's a different code.
But that's kind of what street code is based off of. A lot of that type of
Mob
shit.
street code was different.
You
Your
know?
best, if they wanted to murder you, your closest friend
know.
would kill you.
Right, but still, it's now say some shit happen, some shit go down in the club. both people get arrested, is one person going to take the stand to testify to the other one? Or are they considered rats? I think
Sammy the Bull. That's what we going. That's
well,
what we
no,
going.
no. I'm not even talking about like just that type of shit. I'm talking about if two niggas in the mob get in a fight after they've been talking shit on a podcast. One of them pulls out a gun. The other one takes the gun. They both get arrested. If one of those mob guys goes to trial and testifies against the other mob guy, the mob is now going to try and kill this guy, right? He's a snitch now.
The way it works there is that
he's a snitch now, though, right?
The boss of the opposing nigga that lost the gun would call the other boss and say, your man's a rat, whether you believe it or not.
Right, but if anybody takes the stand, they're considered a rat.
I hear you, but
yes or no?
In that instance, that wouldn't happen. We know it wouldn't happen. It was a different code.
At the end of the day, it's a different code, and what would probably happen is the mob would kill both of them niggas.
Right. Loose ends.
Yeah.
Well, if they went to court, if they had to go to court, and one of them testified, is he now a rat in the mob's eyes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
So then why is Troy Ave not a rat?
I said he's a rat.
I'm just saying, I don't...
You know? You want to be a street nigga, you going to be a street nigga.
Yeah.
He was arguing with a street nigga. He was telling him, yo, I ain't no bitch-ass nigga. I ain't this, I ain't that.
The smoke. I hear you.
If you want the smoke, bring the smoke. And he brought the smoke, even though...
Isn't this shit on video? It's on video somewhere.
Only a small piece.
It's only
right.
really
but
like... You never see...
But here's the difference. Here's one of the key factors of this, which I think has a lot of people hung up on whether he's a snitch or not, is that Taxstone brought the drama pretty much to Troy Ave's job. Troy Ave was performing that night.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
So he's supposed to get a pass? Is that what you're trying to say? He should have got a pass because he was working?
No. I'm saying
niggas don't care if you working with your moms, your family,
right.
your kids. They don't give a fuck.
Most niggas ain't coming to your job though.
But
if that's where the information takes somebody, maybe
but I'm saying,
they will.
He came to his job. You know, he was at work pretty much.
Right.
You know? Does that play any factor in whether he should be on the stand or not? Nah, still. If you a gangster, can you jump in and out of being a gangster? Can you say, okay, I'm a gangster today, but I'm a civilian now. I'm a civilian tomorrow. Then I'm going to be a gangster the next day. Then I'm going to be a civilian the next day. I'm gonna tell so if you fuck with me on my civilian days, I might talk. If you fuck with me on my gangster days, I might not talk.
Listen, but it's
can
like...
Can you do that?
Like, yo, it's like when in danger, do you freeze or do you be a G? That's how you got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? If he'd have froze, we'd be talking about this in a whole different legal manner. Because homeboy possibly would have popped him. He probably could have got sent to the upper room. And Troy's snitching, bro. At the end of the day, Troy's snitching.
I hear what y'all saying. It is. But what I'm telling you...
But streetwise, you got to keep it funky.
You're right.
Listen. When you get involved in shit, you know you involved in shit. Whenever you talk street shit, you understand what I'm saying? Don't talk some shit and then later on be like, nah, I'm on timeout. You can't, there's no timeout. There's no timeout.
But you can't be.
That's why I said it's a full time. It's either full time or no time.
Right.
That's why I said the streets is a full time thing.
So now, if it's a full time thing, why do you say he's not a rat for taking the stand?
He's a rat.
Was he full time then, or did he say I'm retired? I'm no longer. Which one are you giving him?
I think so. Depends on how
what
you
the
look
bottom
at it.
line is. What's the
bottom line is? Yes, it's telling. Yes,
he's a rat. He's a rat. It's the bottom line.
You got
he's
that.
a rat.
But what I'm saying is, at this point he's thinking with a different type of maturity level.
No, at this day and age,
I know
what
you
it
still
is,
trying to get about his mindset at that
no,
time.
but at this day and age, see what he's doing what is considered okay in this day and age. You understand what I'm
It's
saying?
acceptable. It has
it's
been
acceptable
accepted for a while.
You may get canceled. You know but
who-
niggas will still accept you. You understand
You know
what I'm
who
saying?
niggas need to take a page from? Whose book people need to look at and take a page out of?
Who? 6ix9ine?
No, DJ Academics. DJ Academics.
Okay.
And I say this because I don't agree with a lot of shit Academic says and does, but he will get into beef with niggas, talk major shit.
And then want time out.
No. He'll talk major shit, and then he'll say, yo, I'm not a street nigga. Any one of y'all niggas touch me, I'm calling the police. He tells you, I'm telling. And that's why nobody's touched him, because they know that he's telling, and they know he's just talking shit. Now, Troy Ave would have said, yo, I'm a street nigga, but I'm at a point in my life where if you fuck with me, all I could do is call the police because I'm retired from the streets. I ain't on that shit no more. Then I would say, maybe he's not ratting. He's just being a
But we see that. He's trying to raise his kids. You know, you see him a lot with his kids.
Yeah, but listen.
But it wasn't at that time. It wasn't at that time.
Just because, but this is the whole thing. Just because you at the point of evolving, there's certain shit you still gotta keep funky because you coming out of that element. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you a street nigga and you trying to reform and so forth, and it's certain shit you still gotta keep funky. You can't just switch over or flip the light switch and be like, oh, now I gotta tell because I'm trying to evolve. Nah, it don't work that way, bro.
Oh, no,
like,
it do. Let me give you an example why it do. Let me give you an example why it do. Because when I was young and I was beefing with niggas, if there was ever a time I had to motherfucking shoot a gun, I was not calling the police.
Facts.
But here I am today. I have a legal gun. If I shoot a nigga, I'm calling the police and saying, yo, I just shot a nigga.
But listen, see, this is there's a point in time where you had a whole break. Like, boom, when you started evolving, there was no drama with your shit. You understand what I'm saying? This is the whole thing. Like, it's just like if a nigga a blood or a crip or whatever, and he into some gang shit, and he done killed niggas, hit left and right, and then a gang member see him who's still on they bullshit, see this nigga with his kids and all that, and go crazy. He's not giving the nigga a pass because this nigga's no longer on the shit or he's trying to
I hear exactly what you're saying, but now if the nigga's with his kids and the nigga has a legal gun and shoots the nigga that's still rah-rah, that dude's probably gonna call the police and say, yo, I just shot a nigga, I'm with my kids.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
No, okay, I get that.
You know what I mean? Whereas if he was still on that bullshit, he might have shot the nigga left and didn't say nothing to nobody and hope nobody finds out.
But at the end of the day, the reason Troy Ave shouldn't be telling, because that's the shit you were on when the incident happened.
Right.
It doesn't matter if
that
you
I
tried
understand.
to evolve.
Right.
I understand.
It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, the incident is when you were in your fucking critical point. So you have to keep it critical at that point on that same fucking energy.
Right.
No,
you can't switch up the energy now because you didn't evolve, bro. That shit, that's what I mean by that shit don't work like that. Like, because, fam, you gotta own up to your shit. That's where you gotta man up. I'm sorry. That's you manning up right there. Keep your fucking mouth shut.
I agree.
With what you, because you were on the street shit. We were both rah-rah when this shit happened. So we got to keep it rah-rah till this shit is done with. Whatever the consequences of the shit is the consequences. Man the fuck up.
Right. I agree.
But you know, all snitching is done by interior.
I'm sorry.
motive.
I need a bathroom break.
You know what I'm saying? It's interior motive. It's something to help yourself. You know what I mean? So it's not in a selfish way. People don't really be thinking.
No, I feel you.
Right. So.
But now I feel if this incident would have taken place years later,
right,
and Troy Ave is in a totally different space and expressing how he was in a totally different place,
Right.
then yeah. But at the time,
But you see the change. It's not like
now I see the change. But at the time,
you see the change.
at the time, Taxstone was like, "You pussy," and Troy Ave was like, "Come see if I'm pussy. If you think I'm pussy." They was kind of like antagonizing each other, you know.
Right.
So I think
he's learned that
in this case, if I have to pick and choose who I thought was pussy in this case, I would have to say Taxstone was the pussy one.
Right.
And I say that because if you want to test if a nigga pussy, don't try to shoot him. Try to beat him up.
Right.
You know? Trying to shoot a nigga is not proving that a nigga pussy. That proves to me that you was too scared to fight the nigga because you a little pussy. That's just me.
Right.
You know? I come from the punch a nigga in the face era. You know? Niggas that pulled guns on me was too scared to get punched in the face. They was pussy. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts.
And some of them niggas got punched in the face while they was holding the gun. So I mean,
yeah. But I tell you what, but that being said, I own multiple guns. You know why? Because there are multiple pussies out there. Just saying, I ain't gonna shoot a nigga first. Well, I'm gonna try to shoot a nigga first, but only if I think the nigga gonna try and shoot me. You know? But yeah, I think we can.
So at the end of the day, y'all saying Troy Ave,
he snitched.
He like cheese, yo.
And I get you. Your point is very valid. It's very valid.
He like cheese, yo.
I agree with you know, the streets is a full-time thing, but I also agree that people change and mindsets change and they grow and they try to become positive individuals. Just, you know, shit like this gets you caught up.
Some punk that I roughed up way back came back after all these years. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. That's the way it is. You understand what I'm saying?
The shit, man.
That's the most fucked up situation or predicaments of street life with certain people.
Right.
Depending on how deep you were. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's don't have the same amount of deepness in the street. Certain people be in the street, but they don't be in the street. And like I say, it's a dangerous game. But then you got niggas that's in the street. They hearts is in the street. And then when they try to clean certain shit up, shit go left. You know what I mean? It's the same type of street karma is crazy. And the sad thing is about a lot of dudes, street karma hit dudes in their health. It don't even be like they get killed. A lot of dudes just go through some real rough health shit.
Right. I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Karma's a motherfucker.
Word.
You never know how it's gonna come back. You know?
Word.
But that's not to say if you ain't in the streets, you don't need to know how to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Or know how to make doctor's appointments.
That too.
Yes.
That too.
You know? Let's go ahead and move on, though. Let's go ahead and move on.
That's a good one.
What we got next up here? 2 banks collapse in a week.
Danger.
Things like this is kind of like what preceded the Great Depression, was banks closing and people saying, yo, what's going on with the banks? Let me go get my money. And then they go to the bank and the bank say, yo, we ain't got enough money to give you. Sorry. And then you asked out.
They will not be singing the dirty bastard to you.
You know? But that's because of things like that is where FDIC insurance comes from. You know, when you have a bank account that's insured up to $250,000, where they're pretty much saying, the federal government is saying, hey, if the banks close and they don't have enough money to cover it, we'll cover you up to $250,000. You know, so people aren't as scared as they were or should be or
R.
are,
Right.
It
Because-
ain't
Scary out
scary
here.
yet. It ain't scary yet.
right, because one, not a whole lot of people have $250,000 in the bank, just sitting there that they're scared they're going to lose. But if you do have $250,000 in the bank, do you spread that out amongst multiple accounts? Do you have $1 million in one bank account? Because if you can only be insured up to $250,000,
Is it worth it?
what happens past that?
That's why
Yeah.
niggas used to keep money under their mattress, yo.
Yeah.
And that's really why I feel like they want to get a little out of currency, like out of here, because there's still a lot of mattress niggas out there, yo.
Yeah, they probably are, but yeah, let that house catch on fire.
I mean, that's the sad part of the situation, that's a possibility. But
house
at the
catch
end
on
of the
fire.
day, there's still a lot of mattress
Let
dudes out there.
let some
yo.
crooked cops run up in there by
There's some
mistake.
shoebox niggas around. Definitely.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
there's a shoebox. It might have turned into a Walmart safe, but I mean, it's cash in the crib.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, what's that movie with Keanu Reeves in Forrest Whitaker? He had the money all up in the wall. I'm sure there's a couple of them dudes out there too.
Yeah, there probably is.
Right.
But these banks collapse because of bad investments. When you put your money in the bank, your money isn't just sitting there. The reason why they supposedly give you percentage on top of your money the longer you have it in there is because they're actually using your money to invest in things. Most of the time they try to say that they're safe investments, but what's really a safe investment? But they make investments. Sometimes investments go up, sometimes they go down. For Silicon Valley Bank, a lot of their investments went down to where their portfolio wasn't worth as much as the public thought. They didn't have enough money to cover their accounts. So the federal government came in and said, hey, we're shutting down this bank. And that's going to be the end of it, Some people weren't able to get access to their accounts for a while. Some people were worried that they was going to lose millions and millions of dollars. Roku being one of the companies that was scared they was going to lose like almost $400 million.
Really?
Yeah. Because they had $400,250,000 in the bank. So they was only insured up to $250,000. They was like, we're not sure what's going to happen with the rest of this money.
If these corporations get hit, yo, it's gonna get crazy out here.
Though the FDIC later came out and said, hey, these people are going to be made whole. They didn't say exactly how they're going to be made whole, but they said they're going to be made whole. We shall see if that actually happens. It's easy for them to say. What actually happens is another thing altogether. The second bank that went under was a bank that made a lot of investments in crypto. And well, not necessarily investments. They loaned out money against people's crypto. And that crypto is no longer worth
what it used to be.
Worth. So they asked out. That's one of the things that really scared me about crypto. Because a friend of mine used to tell me about crypto years ago when Bitcoin was like 10 cents, a penny even maybe, but the shit was super cheap.
It had its time.
And he was like, yo, this is going to be the next big thing. And I was like, that sounds dope. How do I spend it? And could never tell me how I could spend it. And that's one of the things that made me scared about Bitcoin and crypto was, how do I spend it? I see a bunch of little ATM looking things where I can make deposits into crypto, but I don't see nowhere I can pay for something with crypto. Like I can't go to no store and say, hey, let me get 2 blunts and let me charge it with my Bitcoin.
Your crypto card.
Yeah, let me swipe it with my Bitcoin. I ain't never seen that.
Facts.
You know, and that's one of the things that made me say, okay, how do I spend this money? How do I use this money?
Right.
Nobody could tell me, and that's one of the things that scared me about it. But they invested in crypto. They lost a lot of money on crypto. Now 2 banks are now closed, and the FDIC has to come in and bail them out. Do you think this is going to happen more frequently, or do you think this is just kind of random?
I think it's kind of random. I think at the end of the day, these were like small branch banks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not like it was a Chase or Wells Fargo or, you know, a Capital One or HSBC or something, you know, banks along that line. Or if it was even like Municipal Credit Union, you know what I'm saying? Because that's more so considered a bank if you ask me. But,
yeah.
But when credit unions fail, usually other credit unions buy them. You know, they don't ever become part of a big branch. So,
Yeah, that's what I recall seeing when I was up in New York when one place would.
yeah.
Well, I don't know what you doing over there, B, but you look like you sniffing coke and shit like that.
oh, nah, ain't none of that going on.
How much did Lon go for?
What's that?
Playing.
You stupid. Nah, I don't know.
Nah, chill. We don't.
I ain't not indulging that.
Oh, I know. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around. I know
No. I'm letting the people know.
Yeah, people gotta know.
One more shot. But you know what?
This nigga's Tony Montana.
I don't have $250,000 in a bank account right now. But I've always thought about, okay, when I make my millions, how am I going to break it up? Am I going to have just like
one bank, multiple banks, one bank, multiple bank accounts?
Right. Am I going to have a bank? Am I going to have like multiple accounts and multiple banks where each account is maxed out at $250,000? That's a lot. That could be a lot of accounts to keep track of when you're dealing with like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I feel like this. If I had like hundreds of millions, I'm finding one of the poorest countries out there, and I'm trying to become their economy. I'm trying to start job. You get what I'm saying?
That's there's a billionaire like that from Mexico. I think he's like 5th or 4th richest man in the world. I'm gonna look it up. And he owns everything, like the telephone companies, like the cell phone companies, the towers, the cable, the internet,
Yeah.
the ATMs, the banks.
You know who's trying to do that?
Who?
Akon.
Yeah, he's trying to do that way in Africa.
Yeah.
I can see. Listen,
He's building up infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's building up infrastructure, one, to help people, but 2, when he's done helping people, he'll be the one that owns the infrastructure.
Okay.
You know? So like if I say, hey, I'm gonna put water into this town, into these towns, into this region.
I'm gonna put plumbing. And
right. You know, nobody has to pay for shit. But once y'all create an economy, that economy is now gonna rely on the water, and you're gonna have to pay for water at some point.
Right.
But after, I'm gonna help y'all build up your system, help y'all build up your economy, help y'all build up everything.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
The dude's name is Carlos Slim. He's worth $84 billion, and he owns like all the telecommunications and internet services in Mexico.
Yeah,
along with other countries too, and he owns like a shipping companies. He's
yeah,
and it's crazy how you.
What
can
up,
do
Kimmy
that.
Cat?
Hey, Kimmy.
You know we got bees over here in the crib, and Devin.
Damn, why you still call me by my whole name? You know my whole life.
I don't know.
Because he's used.
Oh,
Right.
To calling
but you
you
know
that.
what? Let's go ahead and move on. I think this is our last topic for the evening, which is why you should date yourself. Have either of y'all ever dated yourself? This is something I've been hearing a lot of. Mainly, I've been hearing this a lot from women.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought about it one day, and I was like, you know what? I started seeing what this is what dating yourself. I was like, you know what? I do that shit. I've been doing this shit for years.
Damn, I used to date myself. What you call it?
Yeah.
I used to date myself at one point because I would go, listen, I've been to concerts by myself.
Yep.
I've been to
Nas.
restaurants by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But, listen, those been some of the best nights by myself.
Yeah.
It's crazy that that's what it is. But, nah, dating yourself, there's nothing wrong with dating yourself. But you know what's so crazy with dating yourself? You never really have a budget. When you date
Right.
somebody else,
Right.
you got a budget.
Right.
When you
That's
date
a good
yourself,
point.
you don't got no budget because you going to do whatever it takes. You want to
That's a
spend
good
whatever it
point.
takes to
That's a
make
good
you
point.
happy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But,
But you know what? On the flip side of that,
mm-hmm.
you could also be cheap with yourself too.
Yeah.
You might be a little too cheap with yourself sometimes.
No, but see, guess what? That's when you be like, yo, I'm not trying to have that type of date tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
trying to have the $20 date.
Right.
And then there's nights you like, I got some bread. I'm about to spend $100. I'm having crabs. I'm having shrimp. I'm eating lobster. Night. And then you be like, yo,
It might be a ramen in a movie night. You never
Yeah.
know. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Well, I think if you're staying home, it's not really a dating yourself type of thing.
It is if I'm jazzing up lighting my candles and getting the,
if you got a feng shui.
spray going on. You know what I'm saying? It could just be some binge watching.
Now,
You know what
can
I'm
y'all
saying?
think of
Binge
any outside of the financial? Is there any other benefits you could think of?
watching. I think you really get to learn what being by yourself is like.
Yeah.
I think if people underestimate it, they like, oh, always like to have company. Yeah, but sometimes I like silence.
You know what's so crazy? And I'm about to say this. This is wild.
What's that?
But dating yourself, right? Mentally, your sexual paralysis is like crazy. Because you don't have to worry about cuddling and nothing. You get what I'm saying? Boom.
Yeah.
You date yourself. Listen, you gonna have a sure shot night. You know what I'm saying? When you date yourself, because you gotta come back and touch yourself. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
but,
Like,
Oh shit!
It's good to depend on yourself sometimes. It's good to know that you are able to take care of yourself, and a lot of people don't know how to take care of themselves.
Good point.
And they have to live with somebody to exist. It's
That's a
it's
good
out
point.
here.
That's why you got some dudes that be like, yo, you know what? And I get it with some women too. Now, like with just saying that and all that. Like that's why you got some women that's like, yo, I don't want a man or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm all right with being by myself on a late night, or you get what I'm saying? Whatever.
Right.
And
Right.
there's dudes out there that like boom. Like, because
No, I'm like that. I'm like, do you know how special you have to be for me to bring you into my life? Because I'm perfectly fine by myself.
listen, but check it out like this. Think about the chick or the dude that gets their rocks off one night, right? And then it's like, oh, you not staying till the morning or whatever. Like, all right, you ever hit, and then after you hit, you there for about 10, 15, maybe 20, and then you like, yeah, boom, I'm out.
I got to go.
I gotta go home and get some sleep. And it ain't even like like you couldn't get no sleep there. But it's just like, yo,
Right, I
I
wanna
want to
take
go to
my
my
ass
own
home.
bed. I don't want to stay at your house.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Like boom.
I wanna
And
be
then
in my own bed.
there's females like that too. Like, boom, all right, nigga, you got your rocks off. Boom, 20 minutes. Are you good? Okay, boom, I'm out. Like some of them old cougars, they give the nigga, they hit a nigga off, give a nigga a play. Good night, sweetheart.
I've
You
had
get what
women
I'm
like
saying?
that. I've had women like that, you know, come through. Don't even try to spend the night. I'd be like, cool. Easier for me. You know? I ain't got to figure out a way to tell you to leave nicely. Without
Yo,
saying
listen,
no.
I ain't gotta jump up like Marlon Wayans and Mo Money and be like, fire!
It's close. Smoke. I don't see no smoke. It's close.
Yo.
how I'm supposed to get home? Take the train.
To like $2.
Oh shit. But yeah.
I think I might try that in the future though.
What, dating yourself?
Not the fire thing. I think I might try to just, just say to a chick, just tell her nicely, say, hey, this is my nice way of asking you to leave.
Like,
Just like that. That's
In those words.
That's the complete sentence.
Yeah. You
This
think
is
that's
my
gonna
nice-
go over well?
It should if I start off with this is my nice way.
yo,
Well,
only
but
for,
just because you say this is your nice way doesn't mean it's gonna be perceived as your nice
I'll have a
way.
smile on my face.
Some people might
Listen,
I'll be
find
like,
that rude.
this
only
is my
ti-
nice way.
you know it's you stupid.
Can you leave?
But you know the fucked up shit is, I don't know, like when you have pass out sex with that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like pass out sex
I
is like,
don't do that with somebody I'm not comfortable staying in my house.
yo, listen, let me tell you something.
I control my sex.
Yo, I get what you're saying.
I feel you.
I get what you're saying. And there's gonna be that time you might just get some combustion that you wasn't ready for. And you might pass. Fam,
Hey.
I've passed out. I've passed
Hey.
out.
Hey.
I'm just lucky I've never got robbed in those situations
Hey.
and shit like that. You know what I'm
shit.
saying? When
Kimmy
I used to
said,
be
"Khary."
on that bullshit.
Kimmy said, Khary, that don't sound nice. So I guess
Yeah.
that
That's what I said.
isn't
That's
the
like,
best
bruh.
approach.
Nah.
This is my nice way.
Yo.
It sounds good.
I used to
You
be
would think that would work
with
but
that shit right
that
there.
would
I used to
never
be
work.
in some bullshit. And then I think chicks kind of got the suggestion.
Yeah.
Like you know,
I'm-
boom, I hit, and then I'll be like, so what you doing for the rest of the day?
Yeah.
What's your plans?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like kind of indicating that, listen,
I got some shit I need to do.
yeah, I have no
Right.
plans to be
Oh,
with you.
middle of the day shit is easy. You know? Before 11 o'clock is easy. After 11 o'clock, it's like,
Nah,
You know?
nah.
they're like, so why are you getting so comfortable?
Yeah, I remember.
That might be a nice way. Play the song. Like, yeah, we gonna dance to the door.
Yeah.
My dumb ass be playing
Oh,
hit the
I gotta
road,
go put
Jack.
gas in my car. I gotta go put gas in my car. How's that? I gotta
Yo,
go put
fam,
gas in my car. You
have
should
you-
probably
have
do the
you-
same.
Have you ever got dressed and then been like, yo, so where you going?
Yeah.
I'm leaving here.
Yeah.
I'm putting on my clothes.
Yeah.
The chick said to me one time, well, go do what you gotta do. I'll be here when you get back. And I think I was staying with my mama then too. No.
See, she was real comfortable with you.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, she was real comfortable.
You know what?
with
She
you.
was under the influence of some dick. That's what it was.
She was real
real
comfortable
comfortable.
with you.
No, she was just under the influence of some dick. She was hoping that she could get a little something when she, you know, when he got back. Nah, because at this time, you know, I was on my Bow Wow shit. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to go. I got to get something else in here now. You know what I'm saying?
See, I ain't never moved like that. Like, you got to go. Cause I got appointments.
Nigga.
I was never like
Nigga, I
that.
feel like I was Bill Bellamy at one time, nigga.
Shit. That's just too much work for me.
Right.
That's too
Listen,
much
I
work.
used to do that work. I used to put that work in. I was Nick Cannon,
But you
nigga.
know what?
It's
No
a gigolo.
comment. No comment.
Let's get back from being a dog to
Yeah.
dating yourself. I think everybody should do it at some point if they
I think
haven't
it's
already
healthy.
do it.
I think
Dating
it's,
yourself, you can never be a dog to yourself neither. Remember that.
That's true
You're right.
too. And,
You're right.
and your feelings will never be involved. Which was for
No, they're
some
always
people.
involved. They're
it-
always
You gonna get mad at your
yeah,
hands?
some people. Nah, some people.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people do. You
Yeah.
never know. Mental health is crazy.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Yo, you ain't fucking me right. You looking at your hands like you ain't
Yeah.
fucking me right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've had nights where I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, but nah, I think dating yourself is good. I think you learn a lot about yourself, and I think it helps you break dependencies from people.
Right.
You know, It
That's
makes
the
you-
main focus of it.
Yeah.
To do anyway. You know. That's why the study started. So
Right.
I mean, I agree with that.
But I don't think a lot of people are ready to deal with a person who has dated themselves and really knows themselves and knows what
Well,
makes
see,
them happy.
but
and
that's
shit
when
like that.
honesty breaks through. You know, you're beautiful. You're a little more honest when you're that way about
Yeah.
your wants and your needs, and where people need to focus. And
Right.
some people don't like to walk the straight line. They like a little edge. So that's why we see a lot of toxic shit out here.
Shit, I can't stand toxic shit.
I
We
hate
see
toxic,
it.
bro.
I
don't
think
need
if
that.
more people dated themselves, there would be a lot less
Less-
toxicity.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Cause woo, the toxic shit I've dealt with in my life. Oh my god.
I think you will also learn that if you accept failures from yourself, you're gonna accept them from others. You know,
True
that's
indeed.
that's
True indeed.
something
True indeed.
that you have to really focus on, how not to fail by yourself. You know.
Listen,
True indeed.
all the time, y'all niggas think that Maury shit that I did on the stage with the diving in the bushes and all that. Y'all think that shit was like some funny spare of the moment. No, nigga, that shit really happened. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that shit really happened. Like, homegirl, I'm coming out the building, she think I ain't see her, she dove in the bushes. Like, you can't make this shit up, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So overall, date yourself. If not, try for like 30 days. I say start cutting off people who don't give you the same energy, who don't agree with the things that you do in your life. Because you gotta really learn not to like give a fuck. Like once you master that shit, I promise you will become a more focused person. You really gotta master like how not to give a fuck.
The art of not giving a fuck.
For real.
And I
Or
think
not
it's
giving a
healthy
fuck.
to date yourself. I think you learn a lot about yourself and realize what you will and will not tolerate. 'Cause I'll tell you what, you know what I don't like?
Very true.
I don't like beef. So if there's too much beef, I'm out.
Like I could deal with a little argument because it's a disagreement, but at the same time, we don't need to be having too many motherfucking misunderstandings.
Right, over dumb
like,
shit, too.
Over dumb shit. Yeah,
Right.
like I can understand if it's a serious topic and so forth, but like some real dumb shit, and that'd be the downfall of a lot of shit. It'd be some dumb ass shit.
Right. Some shit that don't even matter.
Because I think like a male, you think like a female, and you understand the paralysis of what's going on of why we disagreeing. Because at this point, we not thinking as human beings. We thinking as our sexes. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, a lot of times when a person's able to see your view and their own view, that's when you both thinking like human beings. You're dealing with each other as human beings.
Yeah,
but
I hear you, but also when it's you can't expect somebody to perceive your view though the way you perceive it. That's the problem. We try to project what we want people to feel from us.
try to paint a picture to what they want to
I
see.
hear you, but not everybody perceives that as you being polite or yes, I agree with you, but can you please still see my view? You know?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is. But on that note, I pretty much think that's all we got for tonight. Yeah. Yeah, that's all we got for tonight. We will see y'all next time. We're gonna go out on the town. We're gonna act
About to hit these streets.
I'm trying to think, are we gonna act mature or are we gonna act immature? It's St. Patrick's Day. We're gonna act immature. That's what we're gonna do. You know? So
And niggas out here in the green.
yeah, that's what
in
I
the
got on the thing tonight.
green.
You know, I'm not Irish, but fuck it. You know, I said I got green. Let me throw some shit on.
I think we got some Irish roots.
Be like fresh.
Who knows?
I think we might be a little Irish. I like
Let's
green.
see. Man, let's get up out of here though.
Word.
It's been a fun show.
Yo, thanks for letting me jump on.
I appreciate y'all for coming through. May your weekend be great. Do your best to stay sucker free. Keep a smile on your face, baby.
Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. Khari's crib. Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. Khari's crib.
Thank you.